How's it going, guys? This would be considered face reveal video? My original plan was to at some point show my face at a certain amount of subscribers, but obviously my views and subs speak for themselves.
Oh my god, bro.
Oh, hell no, man. What the fuck, man?
So I decided to say fuck it. And if you haven't known who I am, I have another small channel that goes by the name Toxic Switch, also Toxic Twitch. And I'll say this right now, just really quick thing. Personally, I am not a haunter, but I do love some of the props that come out of some of these like stores, whether it be like Spirit or Halloween City, Party City, Home Depot. And Home Depot is one we're going to be talking about. Home Depot, surprisingly, has been big in the haunt scene. Almost like, I don't want to compare it to Halloween City. Maybe Spirit, like Halloween levels of like good ideas, right? Home Depot has been actually going to haunter conventions and showing off their lineup, and that's pretty cool. That's actually really cool. They know there's a market in Halloween now, even though like these days Halloween's not I don't feel like is as big as it was before, retail wise. Now this stuff came out in April. I know I'm very late in this news, but it's better late than never. I'll be posting a link in the description for this after I finish the video, of course, so you guys can take a look for yourselves. And yeah, let's just see their lineup for the year. Alright, so we're on Totally the Bomb. Just a warning, if they miss some sort of like, I guess, big prop that you guys tell me about that I didn't cover, like fucking Jack the lunging dildo or something, then my apologies for that. I just picked a random site that seemed like had all the leaked props. First one up, as you can see, is, I don't know how to describe it. It looks like almost a pumpkin monster or scarecrow based on the giant skeleton that we had. I believe it was last year or the year before, which that skeleton sold super well. I love the skeleton personally. Now, does that pumpkin monster really hold up to the skeleton? In my opinion, not really, but it's still, I guess it's still cool. And I think this would be cool for a, like, if you have like pumpkins just all stacked together, and then you just like have that tall dude just standing there. I think that'd be really cool. Though I'm praising it, I wouldn't really like buy it. Just like a lot of these on this list, I wouldn't really buy it, but it's still a cool idea. That's so thumbs up to Home Depot so far. Alright, so next up is also something from that same lineup of very big props. Ooh. So instead of a skeleton or like a pumpkin or whatever they had the year before, because I know there was something else, I just don't remember. I'll put something in the editing once I take a photo of it, once I figure that out. We actually have something different from any of those, and it's a Wolfman, which is really cool. Now, I think what makes this different, though it just like stands there like the rest of them, I believe the mouth might be like it moves. Alright, that's cool. That's really cool. And I want to assume the arms as well, but maybe that'll be too much. I think enough movement would probably make it fall, and you don't want your prop to like just like fall, especially something with like that like big. It's I like him more than the pumpkin guy, in my personal opinion. Kudos to Home Depot for the idea. Now we go into what I mainly like about Halloween props is licensing. I'm a big horror guy, so seeing licensed props at stores is like really cool for me. Though it's not like a horror movie, Nightmare Before Christmas is a classic. It is, and I'm glad to see like so much representation to it throughout the years. Now this comes in from the line of where we got the Jack prop, the Sally prop, where they both, well no, Sally sung, and Jack just had like a bunch of lines. And those were cool. Those were really cool. I like those. Those were one of my favorite licensed props. With Oogie over here, you can see his body. It's basically glows, right? Which is alright. That's cool. That's really cool. And I assume he'll probably sing the iconic song in the movie. I would rather him like sing than, you know, just say like phrases. In my opinion. I mean, there's nothing really much else to say. I'm just like I'm a sucker for licensed props. Now we get to this witch. Now there's another. I think there's like two or one witch props in this lineup, but this one's cool. This one's I think it's pretty cool, because from what I could see, it basically like floats while the broom is on the floor, and my guess is that little thing on the bottom that like holds it also spins it around, which it's cool. It gives it the fact that she's floating. There's nothing much else to really say. I mean, I think it's a cool concept. Would I buy it? No, because I mean, though witches are like kind of like the main one of the main things on Halloween. It's not something for me personally, but I know someone would probably like have good use for it. I'd say it might be more of like a kiddie thing, if I'm being honest, which is not a problem. But if I were to do like a haunt or decorating my house, I wouldn't really like go for that. I might just like wait to see my other options, of course. Now here's the other witch props actually. Now with this, my guess is just two witches having a conversation, stirring up her little cauldron, which we've seen already. I feel like we've seen that a lot. One notable one is, I believe there was like a prop where it had like 3 witches. I don't know. To me, like I said with the last witch, it's not something for me, but I guess it's cool. This next prop is, I mean, I have not seen this, I believe, but it looks alright. My guess is that it rises. Like it rises. That's, and it will probably make like moaning noises. I don't have much to say about this one. It would probably look cooler at night, maybe inside a haunt, but I mean, I don't really, or maybe a graveyard actually. Maybe like you can have them rising behind a tombstone. I think that would be cool. Would I spend the money on them? I don't know. I would probably pass on that. Now this guy right here, it's cool as hell. The Grim Reaper is an iconic character and pretty like, I wouldn't say scary, but it's like badass. I would have went with a black robe, but I think the red makes it stand out from others, as well as the scythe. The scythe looks pretty cool. I think it's gonna say for me personally, with some of these props, I feel like they should not speak, and I hope to God this one doesn't really speak. I think it'll be alright if he does like a little chuckle, and like you just hear like the funeral bells and whatnot. But other than that, I think he looks pretty cool. I would put him out. I would put him out for Halloween. We get into fantasy now. Usually fantasy has nothing to do with Halloween. Wrong. Objection! Whoever says that is wrong. You can incorporate a lot of things into Halloween. You can just make it like scary. right? With this, the goblin, and then like my guess is that he pulls this dude out because he's like a little collector from Mortal Kombat. I guess like the scare factor is he pulls the skeleton head out and he like says lines and whatnot, which is a cool concept. That's cool. I do enjoy these concepts from Home Depot because they're thinking outside the box. They have like different varieties of stuff rather than like what we usually get from like Spirit or Halloween City. As well as I believe they're pretty well quality props. With props these days, it just depends on the execution and its price point, because if the execution for it is bad as well as the price being like too high, it is like a no-go. So it just becomes a turn off for a Halloween enthusiasts as well as like haunters. So yeah, but I mean, $99.99 is not bad for like something like this. This right here, from what I can think of, reminds me of, there was like a leaping vampire when I was younger. I went to Spirit one year and they had like this vampire that same pose jumps out at you, and my guess is the witch would just say a few lines and boom, jump out at you. I wouldn't get it. It's not really for me, but oh well. Here's another one I wouldn't really like purchase, and it is this bartender. This would work well if you had like a western theme, like just like a ghost town type deal, or like a haunt. Would I use this outside of that? No, because what if you want to do a western theme and then the next year it's like a different theme? You already spent money on this guy, how are you going to use him? So I mean, it's up to you. And not only that, like maybe you think he's cool. I'm not going to shit on you for like wanting a prop like that, but for me personally, I wouldn't buy him. That's just my deal. Now we get into something cool. I like this. I think scarecrows are really cool for Halloween, especially this one. Though I feel like I could probably make the same thing. As of right now, I love the look for them. I think this look for scarecrows are pretty cool. I love the I guess like the sack face, the hat, straw, and they done a good job. It looks cool. I would personally buy this depending on how it turns out. Now, is it worth $200? Like I said, you can probably make your like own, probably even better. And I believe we're getting into like the smaller stuff now of this lineup, and we get this stack of pumpkins, and I've seen these stacked pumpkins before. There's different like versions of like stacked pumpkins. Do I have a problem with it? Not really. It's just like a small thing you want to add to your like house for decoration. I guess the faces look cool. That's really all I can say about it. I do enjoy pumpkins though. I'm a sucker for pumpkins. Oh, okay. So this one, Home Depot decided they are trying to be Cardi for some reason. They're trying to be King Vamp. Wake up! In all seriousness, this is cool. This is really fucking cool because it is a casket, and my guess is, I don't know if it opens up, but it is 6 feet. It is 6 feet. So you could probably fit a person in there to do some scare acting. Or you can put a prop in there. And you can... The creativity with this one, you can do whatever with this. Because that's how like cool of a prop it is to me. I would personally buy it. I would personally buy it. If I had any haunt ideas in mind, I would buy this instantly. Right? This would be on my list without even looking at any other competitors. I don't have a problem with this prop at all. I think this is Home Depot's winner for this year. That's all I can say about it because it's just so sweet. Next thing is a wizard, which it's not scary, it's more fantasy than the goblin. All I can say is it looks alright. Would I use them? No. Would I buy them? No. I guess if you like wizards, go for it. But I wouldn't buy him personally. Next clown, he might be a funeral clown. It's so, I don't know, it's a weird concept. I get they're trying to do like different ideas with clowns. I wouldn't buy him. I think face might be alright. It would be cool if it was like a clown that like tended to be normal, where he was like wearing normal clothes, or just like get rid of the makeup too. Just get rid of the clown makeup, the nose, and he had like his head down, just to like pop up his head for like the jump scare factor, and reveal that face without, you know, makeup and the nose. That would be cooler. That would be cool.
It would be so awesome. It would be so cool.
It's alright for right now. I wouldn't buy him. If you want to buy him, that's fine. Now we have this skeleton, and this skeleton reminds, it's way different from the skeletons we're used to seeing. He almost looks like Tales from the Crypt styled. He looks almost eerily similar to the Crypt Keeper, which is cool. That's cool. You could probably, I don't know if you want to use him for a base for that, if there's any Tales from the Crypt fans, but you could do that. This one is on his knees. I would get it just so I can like do a DIY on it. Like I said, I brought up the Tales from the Crypt Keeper. This one would work well as a Crypt Keeper prop. So, other than that, you could probably just do like a skeleton theme, have him just crawl out of a grave or something. But yeah, other than that, this is super cool. It's a normal pumpkin. I dig the pumpkin. That's all I can say. I think you can probably find something like cheaper that does the same thing. So I mean, I'm not gonna really buy it. And then we're just gonna do well, I guess since it's the last few items, we already saw the casket. This snake is cool. If you did like a outdoor water theme where it's like a swamp, and you have like the fog, and you can have the illusion of the snake swimming in the water. I dig it. I would get it. Yes, these are the last two. And then you get these pumpkins. This one's cool for just like a little wacky, funny pumpkin. This one I love the face on. I do like it's like demonic almost. And you could probably get away with making it like a headless horseman if you're doing a headless horseman cosplay. This would be pretty cool prop to use. And I believe that is it for Home Depot. They did a pretty good job this year. They really did. Though I will always say that I do want to see more licensed props. But other than that, all their other stuff is like, I do enjoy though. Casket. The casket was cool. The Scarecrow was cool. The Oogie Boogie. Wolfman was cool. I think the Reaper. I'll say the Reaper is kind of growing on me. But yeah, that's pretty much it. Thank you guys so much for watching. Hopefully you enjoyed a little discussion on the lineup for Home Depot for 2022. Yeah, I'm the Shape of War, and see you in the next video.